Um, I just wanted to share some things that have been absolutely awesome for me because it's been a little bit, and I know it's people out there that could really use some of the words that I'm about to say. Um, this past month was Pastor's Appreciation Month, and it was a blessing. All the messages that I heard because I needed to hear them. If you know me, then you know I stepped out on faith, and after everything I've been through, I jumped in the car and I hopped right on down back to Atlanta. So no, it's not all been roses and sunshine, but it's okay. Pastor preached about today about when you feel like you're isolated or like you by yourself or you feel like God has left you. He hasn't, and he compared it to your grandma when she baked the cake. She went in the kitchen and she closed the door. The only time she closed the door was when she was baking the cake. And that was because if all the kids were running around and everything like that, the cake would fall. He said, you're by yourself because you're baking. If all your friends are around and, everything is going on, then your cake will fall. And he said, how grandma took the straw off the broom and she put it in the cake to see if it was ready or not. And if it wasn't ready, what she do? She closed the oven back and she let it bake some more. He said, just because the door opens doesn't mean it's for you to walk through right then. Sometimes if God puts that little straw in you and some of you come out, you're not ready to come out yet. You got to close the oven back until what he wants to come out comes out. And I had to receive that because I was just praying about it. I said, man, it do kind of seem like I'm down here by myself. And I said, as I keep praying daily for the spirit of discernment for people, if they're not really my friends, Lord God, separate me from them. And that's what he's been doing. And you know what? I don't have a problem with that at all. Friends come and go if they're real friends, so they come and they stay. But if they're not, sometimes people are seasonal and that season may last for a long time. And it seems like they're friends. I mean, at least on your part, but on the other person, maybe that's not, y'all were not on the same page really. And and I'm learning that every day. And this people God is separating me from. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. I have no bad nothing with nobody. So I'm up for anybody. Hey, do you? That's all I can say. But the sermons that have been preached this past month, what are you doing in the meantime? You're like, God, I'm going to church, I'm praising, I'm giving thanks, Lord, I'm crying out, I'm pouring my heart to you, and it's like, man, nothing's happening. Okay, so in between, keep doing that. In the meantime, while you're in between your blessings, in the meantime, in your in-between time, keep praising God. And I said, man, I'm a cake baking. I'm in between my blessings. I said, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. But, I know it's somebody out there besides me that's like, man, I just want to quit. I just want to give up. Let me tell you, when I left North Carolina, I literally stopped everything. I quit my job. I gave up everything, and I said, this is my walk on water. This is what I gotta do. And the last 2 or 3 days I've been doing this thing with someone in the business, and the day was a reality. If you let your fear stop you today from taking action on changing your life, what would your life be like a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? And I didn't like what I saw. Because I'd be back home, working a 9 to 5, doing what I don't want to do, probably some kids or something. It wasn't a life that I wanted. But then she changed it and she said, okay, so if you stepped into your fears, if you did something took one of the things that you fear and you worked towards, you know, you dived into that fear and did something to change that, how would your life be? And I know what my fears are. And I know why they are that way. And I said, that's nothing but my past. And I have got to change that. I have got to completely ask God to clear and cleanse my life and purge all of that out of my life completely so that I can move forward. Because, and I know one thing, and I said in this industry or anything that I do, it's going to take people. But if I only keep people at a distance, I'll never get where I'm trying to go. If I don't take that risk of letting people get in my space. So I know what I got to do. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be one day at a time. But it can be done and it will be done. Because I don't have a choice. And that's the thing. When you want something more than you want air, like water, like that's for real. It's not just a saying. You want it so bad till your heart hurt. Yo, everything, your whole being. I can't even. It's you want it. That's all I can say. You want it bad. You know, that you are willing to strip yourself. That's basically, that's the process. It's like a purging, God cleansing you of everything. Because one thing, if both your hands are full, God can't put nothing in them. If your bag is full or it's got holes in it, God's not going to put nothing in there. It's nothing. It's no good. So what he got to do? He got to patch you up, clean you up, you know, and make you new so that he can use you. And you're going to be a testimony for somebody. Someone is watching you. Somebody is cheering you on that you don't even know. It's not the people that you know. Sometimes it is. But a lot of the time it's the people that you don't even know. Or that you wouldn't think is watching you, that's cheering you on in the background. They like, God, let him make it, let him make it, let him make it. Let him be that basketball player. Let him be that star, or her, you know, be that stylist or whatever. It doesn't matter. Somebody's rooting for you. They in your corner. So you just gotta know that, hey, I can't give up. Someone's counting on me. You leading the way for somebody else. Right now, it may seem kind of bad. It may seem like, man, you on your last leg. You just can't get no worse. Don't worry about it. Your cake is baking. You in your meantime. As long as you know God got you. And that's one thing I had to realize today. You know what? I could have died a year ago, but I'm still here. I ain't hungry. I got somewhere to sleep. I got clothes on my back. I got a car to drive. Knowing that downtown is how many people downtown with none of that I seen sleeping under the bridge. You know, and they I'm thankful. I'm good. I'm real good right now. So what I'm saying to you is, keep pressing forward. Don't worry about what nobody got to say. You're going to have to let some people and some things go. Yes, it may hurt your feelings at first. But God has a plan and a purpose. And sometimes everybody can't go with you because they are not part of that vision that God has for you. They are not part of that purpose. Some people's purpose are seasonal. And it was just to fulfill a certain thing or a certain part of your life. And that was it. You can't make them permanent. You gotta let them go. Let it go.